We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity.
We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. As if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy.
Silence! The great and powerful Oz knows why you have come.
You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it! My life has value.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature.
Don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts.
It's time to buckle up for making sense of the madness.
And who loves you? And who do you love?
Hey everybody, Jason Bermas here. And today I want to talk about what would be considered two smaller stories. However, back in the day when I was doing those, 3 to 5 to 8 videos a day, we would hit on a lot of these because it does really represent, while everybody else is talking about the Supreme Court rulings, etc., and Trump talking about those, and that's a big thing for those that like the domestic policy of Trump, and this could be a big win for them, but maybe at the same time, like myself, don't love the foreign policy at the moment. At the same time, we have these other issues. I hate using the word systemic, but you want to talk about systemic issues. I'm going to give you 2 systemic issues today, and we're going to do it Weezer style, along with a little Major League Baseball. Used to love baseball as a kid, followed it into my young adulthood, but by my mid-20s, pretty much couldn't care less, be honest about it. But that doesn't mean it's not a big thing. So how are we going to do that today? Well, number one, we have this case with a Major League Baseball player who has now been convicted of sexually abusing a 14-year-old girl when he was 21. Okay, I mean, this guy, we're going to read some of the numbers. He was found guilty. They asked for 3 to 5 years. Now, I'm just going to say this. I'm sorry. But do you think somebody who does that at 21 years old is somebody 7 years younger? Okay, 7 years younger at that point when you have adult money, doing adult things, is going to stop doing this? So 3 to 5 years, I mean, the system's broken there. The judge gave him time served and 2 years probation. So we'll get into that, the finer points, whether or not he's going to be back into Major League Baseball, etc. But once again, this really does kind of show where our society is at. Because you ask me, like a crime like that, maybe you want to give that person at least a decade. At least a decade. And when it's the abuse of children, is it going to get younger? Is it going to stop? Most people will tell you most of these people don't stop. So are we talking about lifetime sentences? It's a good question. And then we're going to get into this case. You're going to watch some of the video. I think there's more video out there. However, I think this is the only one circulating of the wife of the bassist of Weezer, who apparently there was some kind of a police chase, and she went and got her gun and armed herself. And then the police ended up shooting her. And now she survived. She got shot in the arm. But originally, they had charged her with attempted murder. Now, she actually won her case today. We're going to read the ins and outs of it. We're going to show you the video as well. But for me, the Second Amendment also a huge issue. And I'm not like, one of those gun geek guys. I'm a tech geek guy. But at the same time, I've always understood that the right for you to be able to defend yourself not only against home invaders, right? But of course, the Second Amendment is really there for a tyrannical government system. We have to talk about all forms of government. And then on top of that, this story really didn't get a lot of play. And it's funny because when they want to make the police look bad, it seems like it always has to be like about identity politics. And because this had nothing to do with identity politics, and I would suspect this person was able to win that case in short order, you haven't heard much about it. So we're going to show you that video. We're going to read these articles. We're going to get those takes. Thumbs it up. Subscribe, share. I want to thank everybody that is new to the broadcast. Growing for the first time on YouTube. Been really stale on all the other platforms. We lose followers daily on X at Jason Bermas, right down below. And also the link down below. Please consider supporting the broadcast. We really need your help. $5, $10, $15 means the world to me. There's also other links. I want to thank Phil for the donation. Didn't go through PayPal. Used one of the alternates. And as I said, stuck in the mud. And this is a platform now I have to pay for in order to stream on. And just time and 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 time again, I hear not only in the YouTube feed, which is bad enough. I don't know how we're growing all of a sudden. Wow, you just always fall out of my feed. Hit that notification. Ring that bell. I'll probably still fall out of your feed. But on X, I never see your stuff. Oh, man, I forgot you were even on here. Oh, my goodness, I had to look you up. I was wondering what you were up to. I thought about you the other day. Yeah, all right. So let's start with the Weezer. Weezer bassist wife wins shooting case over LAPD. I guess what you don't want to make Daddy Newsom look worse than he is? Not even conservative media has picked this up. It's in, I saw TMZ when this initially happened. The bassist was out like on a walk and they were trying to get him comment on it. He's like, I can't comment on it. I'm sure the guy's just happy that his wife wasn't killed. In April 2025, an unusual police standoff in Los Angeles made headlines not just for its intensity, but for the person at its center, Jillian Loren, author and wife of Weezer bassist Scott Schreiner. The incident took place in Eagle Rock, where a freeway crash led police to a quiet residential backyard. What followed was a bizarre series of events involving a fleeing suspect, a hidden firearm, and a standoff that ended in gunfire. Okay, according to authorities, 3 men from a crash on the 134 freeway, with one of them shedding his clothes and attempting to blend into the neighborhood by swimming in a backyard pool and watering plants. Police traced one of the men to a residence where they encountered Lauren, reportedly holding a pistol near the scene. Officers claim they repeatedly instruct her to drop the weapon. Now, we're going to watch the video, and yes, they do, but 2 of them are they're behind a fence. All you're really able to see is 2 people pointing guns at you. Okay? But again, you're going to watch the video. When Lauren allegedly raised the firearm, LAPD officers opened fire, hitting her in the arm. Thank God they didn't kill this woman. A subsequent search turned up a 9mm Glock and shell casings outside the home. Lauren was charged with assault with a semi-automatic firearm and firing with gross negligence. This is her backyard, with people aiming guns at her. And firing with gross negligence, charges that could result in up to 12 years behind bars if convicted. Originally said they said it was going to be attempted murder, and this is what they went with. Lauren's side of the story: in the days following the incident, Lauren maintained her innocence, claiming she was acting out of fear and confusion. A 911 call later released by authorities offered insight into her state of mind. In the recording, Lauren is heard recounting her version of events, saying she warned officers before being shot that she believed her property was under threat from the men who fled the crash. Lauren has pleaded not guilty to all charges. Her legal team argues the confrontation was a misunderstanding and Lauren never intended to harm officers. Of course, it was just her house. The presence of multiple suspects in the area, combined with the chaos of the crash and the foot chase, only intensified the confusion, her attorney said. Defense attorneys Georgina Wakefield noted the police response may have escalated too quickly. You think? You think? Without clearly identifying the threat, there are serious questions about the sequence of event and the use of force, Wakefield said. We intend to explore every legal avenue available. All right? And look, I think these guys are going to win a big lawsuit. And as they should. All right? So let's, before we read on, and we're gonna read on in a moment. Check it out. We're gonna watch this video. This was published by Court TV. Okay? A lot of chaos, a lot of tough to see what's going on here. Here we are.
We're trying to help you!
It looks like that location's going to be 12 Eagle Vista. The long driveway up in the middle, kind of at the top of the hill between Water Place and Eagle Vista.
Drop the guy! Drop the guy! Pointed it. Not announcement, she just lifted it up. What you must Get down, get down! Shut! That's himself.
Hey, she's shot. She's shot on her arm. Do you want to cuff her? Do you want me to cuff her? Okay. Which are they handling you back now?
And that's what's been released. Now again, I want from the body cam footage I'm seeing of the cop, those two cops are behind a fence. They've already had people in the yard. They had people intermingling. Now I haven't heard the 911 call, but talk about not a fun day, everybody. Talk about not a fun day. You know, I think that, like, if you have one officer not pointing a gun at her with his hands up, saying, hey, I'm going to come around so you can see my badge, you know, let's calm down, let's de-escalate this situation. Make sure that, you know, we're going to come around, we're going to make sure there aren't suspects not pulling a gun on her from behind the thing. So let's continue here with the article. As the case progressed, Lauren's legal team requested more time to review the large volume of video footage related to the incident. During a June 18th court appearance, Attorney Wakefield cited the extensive discovery materials as the main reason for the delay. Judge Susan J. DeWitt agreed to the request and postponed the next hearing until July 22nd. So we're going to see then. But all these charges have been dropped. I think that there's going to be all sorts of lawsuits here. The delay allows the defense to assess footage from body cams, security cameras, and other digital evidence that may shed light on what really happened. I don't know. It looks pretty clear to me. Now, I'm just going to move on from this one, obviously. We'll keep an eye on it. I wouldn't call it a fun one, but certainly not of the national gravity of some of the things that we talk about here. We do talk about high-level sexual abuse, right? And let's be honest. This is a continual problem. Some of the videos that we've done in the past have been large-level stings. You would see the memes about Disney because Disney employees were involved, but it would be a bunch of people. Sheriff Grady down there. I think it was Broward County, but I might be getting that one wrong. Well, here you have an individual originally from the Dominican Republic, Tampa Bay Rays baseball player. We're going to read some of the numbers here. Again, gets caught with this 14-year-old girl, convicted. You wonder what else has gone on. And they ask for 3 to 5 years. Judge gives him time served. Now, you also wonder whether this guy's going to be able to play Major League Baseball. Let's get into it. Let's read it. Thumbs it up, subscribe, and share. And once again, with somebody like this, I would say, the guy's 24 right now. I'm sorry, a decade. I mean, maybe, I don't know that you reform the guy in a decade. I don't know that you reform sexual abusers. Just saying. Rays shortstop Wander Franco received a 2-year suspended prison sentence after being found guilty of sexually abusing a minor in the Dominican Republic. The ruling has raised questions about the 24-year-old's Major League Baseball future. He is on the restricted list and last played in August of 2023. And it's certainly possible he will not play again in the majors. Franco signed a franchise record 11-year, $182 million extension with the Rays in 2021 that can be worth up to $223 million and includes a club option for the 2033 season. I mean, that's a huge, huge amount of money. Now, the question is Major League Baseball going to take this guy back? I certainly hope not. I mean, let's put this into relative perspective. Okay? The big baseball scandal that I remember as a kid, right? They taught us about the Black Sox, aka the White Sox back in the day, and how they had rigged the World Series, and they had lost in court, and there was a Hollywood movie about it, the whole nine. And I believe they've reversed that. They're actually going to let who is it, Shoeless Joe Jackson into the Hall of Fame, but that's not the one that I specifically remember. It was Pete Rose, one of the greatest baseball players of all time, and a manager at that time, who had got caught gambling on games, and maybe even games he was involved with. So there was questions of, rigging the games and betting against himself and all these other things. Regardless of that, the guy played harder than like any other Major League Baseball player in that era. Now, I was a little kid at the tail end of his career, and he was still pretty badass. I also want to say this was a whole different era of baseball, where, let's just say, PEDs, legal or otherwise, they just weren't in the game as much. And that guy, all he ever wanted, he didn't kill anyone, as far as I know, never abused any minors, didn't shoot at any cops. They kept him out of the Baseball Hall of Fame until he's dead. And everybody knew they were going to do it. And guess what? As soon as he died, he's in there. So, Major League Baseball is shady just like any other one of these, high-level, established, whether it be sports because it's in entertainment, just like television, movies, you name it. You know what? We're going to do something special here. Get your questions and comments in. We're going to see what the crowd, what the Bermas Brigade is up to. Thumbs it up, subscribe, and share. We'll probably maybe do another small level broadcast later on. We got fights this weekend, by the way, folks. Caged Aggression, if you want to go to cagedaggression.ppv, is going to be having an event Saturday night. And I am going to be calling that event. And I think that you can get it for like the week after. I think it's like $20. Going to be fun fights called by yours truly. All right, what do we got here? Let's see. What's going on? What is this not? There we go. Let's see. It should just be called Just a System. Where is everyone today? They all sleeping in? I don't know. Can you sleep in till almost 1 p.m. Central Time? Hope not. It's only Friday. You know what's nice about being a tinfoil crackpot conspiracy theorist? No, I don't, because I'm a realist. I'm an optimist also, but I'm a realist. Okay? I don't get my information from tortured people. And then there's a little, somebody's like, yeah, okay. We got a psh. My neighbor's husky is out listening, but busy. I love the dogs. Let's see, blasphemy, save the husky. Oh, you mean not, yeah, get that. I mean, if the husky's loose and not just out in the yard. Yeah, you want to get in there. Let me get up there. We got a third the other way. Owner was taking it to the pound. Oh, jeez. Oh, the dog is hot. Boy, oh boy. we got a whole bunch in there. Thanks, Ryan. Yes, again, please consider supporting the broadcast. We need you now more than ever. Yeah, let's get the thumbs up as well. Oh, that jumped. Let's get the thumbs up, especially if you're watching on the repeat. We don't have 50. Again, I know it's not earth-shattering artificial intelligence. It's just your baseline, like, incompetence and, terrible people and, celebritard, sports culture, I guess. Fatherless home. Look at these homies checking on my girl. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. I doubt she was planning to shoot the cops on her property that night. Exactly, Benji. I don't want to say it's okay, but I'm Dominican and back home it's so common. Yikes. Not good. Never stop talking about Palantir. We won't. I promise. Of course, we're going to continue to talk about all those subjects. They were harder on Pete Rose than any Epstein. There are no Epstein clients, but Epstein associates. I'm with you there. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it. One more time. Consider supporting the broadcast. Give us a follow on the other social media. And as always, you know the drill. You can check out all my documentaries for free down below, especially if you're new. Loose Change Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture. It is not about left or right. It is always about right and wrong. I absolutely love you guys, and we will see you all on the flip side.